Good morning, Bo and RadishPriceGuide.com. Can't start the day without either. Let's Bo.
Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, April 13th. It's Good Morning, Bo. We missed you over the weekend. We're glad you're here. Joining me today is we've got Seth at Mainly Breaks. We've got Eric, aka Mr. Hop with the Card Society, and we've got Anthony, aka Cursive. It was a busy BoBA breaking weekend on Whatnot. If you were around, you saw it. Some massive breaks, some small breaks, just a lot of Griffey and other being broken. Cursive, tell us about your weekend. You had a big one.
Yeah, I had a massive one. So we had a card show that was two massive card shows combined into one in Northeast Ohio out here. They had a vintage side and a modern side. Obviously, Bo Jackson Battle Arena is on the modern side. And they had a break all 3 days this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which was pretty amazing. We actually weren't planning on doing something Friday, but we found some hobby boxes in the wild, did a little bit of negotiating. I'm happy to say I got 2 hobby boxes for $675 a piece. And I felt like those were good enough prices. We're like, hey, baby, we're just doing a break. Let's get these ripped open, share the love.
Attaboy.
Yeah, I mean, I found some blasters too, and the blasters actually were decent. And it was fun. It was nice to, as I say, knock the spider webs off a little bit. It was a little bit rusty there. I had to knock the rust off. And it was cool to get some feedback instantly from the chat, from the community, and say, hey, like, a lot of the breakers are doing X or a lot of the breakers are doing Y. Like, maybe try this or try that. Like, they were like, hey, we know you're rusty. We haven't seen you in a while, right? I had quite a few people like, man, hey, I'm a first-time purchaser. How am I a first-time purchaser for Cursive? Like, you've been around forever. I've been around for a bit now. And I'm like, hey, a few weeks time off for personal stuff, like, it goes by, man. And it was nice to get my feet wet and kind of hang out with people this weekend and, talk to people in person. I always say this every time I do a card show. You're surprised how many people come up to you. They're not on social media. So if they don't have Facebook, they definitely don't have Discord. I had a retired teacher come up and was just like, man, I'm so excited. Love it. Been buying the stuff. And, he was like, well, where can I find more information at? I was like, what do you have Discord? He's like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, breaks went great. We did 2 cases plus what I found on Friday. Had some major hits. Overall, the boxes were pretty nice. I mean, those hobby boxes definitely spread the love around. And I think one of the coolest things that I think that we're able to utilize is they have the co-host feature. So I know Rue knows what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. That was so fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it's such a good way to invite someone on the screen with you. I think Ham did it first. We've kind of known about the feature, but Ham did it first, and he had a massive break. But being able to invite you guys on, Rue, I think you did an amazing job. I was just like, hey, let me invite some people on that have breaks later today. Talk about your breaks. Let us know what you guys got going on over the weekend, because it is a very community based. And maybe I was too early for someone. Maybe someone was in church and they couldn't, get to my spots. Well, hey, Rue's coming in after. Maybe you guys can hop in hers and hang out. And Rue hopped on and just hung out. She was working the chat better than I was. It kind of turned into a thing. Jason from Alpha Labs hopped in after that, and he must have saw Rue and was just like, hey, like, I don't even want to talk about my show. Let's talk whatever. And we ended up talking for golf for like 20 minutes, talking about the Masters. He was getting a little technical with stuff. And it was a good time. So I'm looking forward to doing some co-hosting, maybe with you guys on your streams. Just kind of see what we can do as a community just to kind of all feel, more cohesive.
Yeah, that's awesome. Seth, what do you think?
Go. Sorry.
Just quick thoughts is I love how the theme always comes back to community in some way. Like, we do it for the cards. We love the cards. And we also, we're just so close with one another. It's really wonderful to be a part of and see.
It is. Yeah. Mr. Hop, what do you think? What'd you do this weekend, Mr. Hop? We didn't see you break. Whoa. That's not Mr. Hop.
What
are we looking at? What are we looking at?
My brother.
Let me shut up. But this was the major hit from the weekend. I'll let you guys talk. I've been talking too much, but this was massive. Go ahead, Eric.
Speaking of Billy, I did see the Deadpool Topps Chrome set came out, and there's a Dogpool autograph. If you guys know Dogpool from the Deadpool movies, we need a Billy autograph with just a nice paw print on the card. I feel like that would be a fun chase.
The mother-in-law.
Yeah, I did my single show Thursday night, so I didn't have one Saturday, but
Okay.
you know, jumped in a couple breaks this weekend. I supported Cursive and a few others, and other than that, had a busy basketball weekend with my son. But always enjoy watching the hits and seeing what comes out of these fun breaks.
Yeah, it was a big weekend.
So what was it like for you guys? Because you both have done sizable breaks
Whoa.
recently. Look
Yeah.
at that too.
Those were our hits from yesterday from our case. It was wild. I was like, we gotta up our mag budget here. It was great. There were so many featured. It's hard to see when they're that small, but I was like, how do you get all these in one photo? It was wonderful. There were 3 hex. I'm trying to look at that. Is that right? Yeah, 3 hex.
Yeah.
2 King Felix, one of them on the case hit of the glow. It was wild. There were 4 ABFs.
Wow.
And there were a lot of people, right? Again, back to your point, Seth, always comes back to the community. We had a blast. We were at grandma's house. And it never fails that somebody talks about their grandma. And it's great. It's like we get it. There's this like little bit of, reminiscing and nostalgia. And we're talking about our family, our history, and it has, what does that have to do with BoBA? But everything, because BoBA is the reason we're all together there. So it was an awesome weekend.
Yeah, those ABFs are flying.
What about that Rocket Miami Ice I saw just casually sitting there out of 5?
Out of 5.
That's a tough pull.
I know. It was wild. I was like, the 180s were flying yesterday. There was a Mav highlighted glow rad. Like, that card was absolutely disgusting. Let me find it for you. Column 1, row 3. It is right there. That card was disgusting. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun break. I know we had Ham Fam on Friday. God, was that just Friday that he was on? And he had his big jumbo break this weekend. Did anybody and any of you all catch that?
I did. I did.
Yeah.
That man, I don't know. We just got to call him Super Ham or something, because he's on a ridiculous tear right now. If you're wanting to pull a super, just even get pulled, like, tune in to Ham and his fam, because they're doing some really good things.
Yeah, Super Ham. Let's call him Bacon. How about that?
Oh, look, that's the MRR finally
he's
getting
top
pulled.
tier Ham. He's just now Bacon.
Yeah.
Premium cut, thick cut.
Yeah. Next super pancetta. Yeah, no, you had a great show. Look at that Amon-Ra super. And you guys, seriously, the first time in my life I had the bow spot in it for update in this break. And it was he slept it, right? But we knew it was a super, we knew it was an auto, and then the last number was a 0. And for about 72 seconds I was like, oh my god, what if it's the bow? And it could have been, right? It could have been. And that was a great moment, and I'm so glad it was the Amon-Ra. What's that mean? Train time?
What is that? We gotta leave the station.
Toot.
That's a 90-second mark or 45-second mark.
That's so nice. Oh, that's wonderful. Love it. Eric, how'd your son's basketball go this weekend? I know you said you were there all weekend, had a lot to do. Was it good?
Yeah, about 5 games in 2 days, so it was busy schedule. Has an 8 a.m. Sunday game too, but yeah, it was good. It's always fun watching them compete. Hung out. I should have brought a picture. I don't know if you guys know Brian Jordan, played for the Braves and the Falcons. Yeah. I would go on a limb and say he's the second best 2-sport athlete of all time, right behind Bo. He was an all-star for the Braves, and got to hang out with him on Sunday too. So I'll definitely throw a picture up for next week.
Awesome. We'd love to see it. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you.